Hi, I'm David from IT Junglers. In this video, we're going to compare the two Samsung Galaxy S. One is the S3 and one is the S4. We're just going to do a side-by-side comparison to see what's the difference between the two phones. And if you are thinking to get the phone and perform an upgrade, you probably want to watch this video to see if it's worthwhile to upgrade your phone. So let's just first look at the phone. You can see the size of the font are very similar. In fact, it's almost the same. There's not much big of a difference. It's almost the same size. The font, the width, and although the thickness is a little bit thinner on the Galaxy S4, so you can see it's quite thinner compared to the S3. It's a bit thicker on the S3. So if we're just looking at the front on the S4, we can see that there are many different sensors at the top here. There's one here, then there's a speaker, there's another two sensors on the side, and then there's a camera. Whereas on the S3, we can see there's only two sensors and a camera. The home key still stays in the same position on both devices. You look on the side, you can see both devices have the power button on the right hand side, and on the left hand side of the device you can see there's a volume key still on the left hand side. The volume key on the S4 is slightly a little bit higher than the S3. Now if we look at the bottom of the phone, everything still stays pretty much the same. The USB plug hole is at the bottom, and if we're looking at the top, it's almost the same. The earphone is at the top here, so nothing has changed, pretty much all the same. Physically it looks the same. If we try to open the back cover with the S4, to open the cover we need to open on the side here. Put it all the way around. So get that one open. Just trying to get the S3 open as well. So with the S3 you open it from the top. So, now let's look at the back of the phone. You can see the camera on the S4 is almost the same, staying in the middle position where the flash camera is at the bottom. And they moved the speaker phone around with the S4. On the S4 they moved the speaker at the bottom here. Some people complaining it's not a very good idea because when you hold your hand at the bottom here, it kind of block the speaker, so some people don't really like it. With the battery, it's almost the same. On the S4, they relocate the SIM card, the micro SD card and the SIM card to the top. So that's the difference for the back of the phone. So I'm just going to try to put the back cover back while I'm at it. Now if we go into the actual physical feature of the phone, if you look at the SIM card, both of them use the micro SIM. And with the body, the S4 is actually 3 grams lighter. In terms of memories, you get pretty much the same size. Both devices have a maximum of 64 gigabyte external, and with the internal it can go up from 16 to 32 to 64 gigabytes. And with the RAM on the S3 you can only have 1 gig of RAM, whereas the S4 you can now it's going up to 2 gig. In terms of screen size, the S3 have 4.8 inch and the S4 have 5.0 inch. So if you look at these two devices here, the screen size is a little bit bigger and longer than the S3. With the camera, so on the S3 you can get 8 megapixel for the front camera, for the back, and 1.9 for the front. And with the S4 you can get 13 megapixel for the back and 2 megapixel for the front. And an additional feature with the S4 is you can have dual shot and some other advanced software. With the Android operating system on the S3, it's running on 4.04 and you can upgrade it to 4.12. With the S4, it's actually running on a 4.2.2 Jelly Bean Android. Now with the CPU, we can see that the S3 is running on a 1.4 GHz, whereas on the S4 it's running on 1.6 GHz plus 1.2 GHz as well. And with the browser, there's also a difference. On the S4 you can now run HTML5 with Adobe Flash, whereas on the S3 you can only run HTML browser. In terms of battery, there's an improvement as well on the battery. With the O1 it only has 2100 mAh battery, whereas on the S4 there's actually a bit more. It's running at 2600. So with the in terms of the battery standby and talk time, there's also an improvement. When I use the S4, I can feel there's actually a big improvement. You can have the phone can last up to 2 days or 3 days, whereas on the S3 I normally find I have to recharge every day. The battery is really poor, it runs out really quickly. So that's a big difference on the batteries. If there is one big improvement on the phone, it's actually the battery. You can now have the battery running for a while before your phone turns off. Lastly, in terms of the physical comparison, the speakers, the live speakers, there's a small difference. So on the S3 the voice is 75 decibel, noise is 66 decibel, and ring is 75 decibel, whereas on the S4 the voice is 70 decibel, noise is 66 decibel, and ring is 77 decibel. And in terms of additional features, on the S4 you can have you have air view, so you can do a previews of email, text messages, and photos. You got air gesture, S translations, and you got voice to voice. Then there's sound and shot. You got dual photo and 360 paranormal mode. Then you also got smart screen with smart stay, smart pose, smart scroll, safety assistance, S health, preview of photos, and PC. So there's a lot of things in terms of the S4. You can have it has all the extra spec in terms of hardware, and also in terms of software. You get a lot more things you can do on the S4. So in my view, I think it's worth to get the S4 if you are quite tired with the S3 because of all the new features that it has. And I can also feel like it runs quite a lot faster than the S3. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channels. Thank you for watching.